What's up, YouTube? Well, I have to tell you, I've been through taking this hitch off and on, thinking, okay, this would be a prime thing to get stolen. I'm definitely just going to put a locking pin on this thing, because taking it off and on, it's really awkward and pretty heavy. And but the next thing to do is to get the lights to the pickup hooked up, and there can be a bit of a confusion there. I've been struggling with this for a little bit, because the bus has separate turn signals and brake lights, and that's not how most of your automobiles are. And then there became the question of, I got suckered into buying this light kit that came with the tow bar. I kind of got stuck a little bit on that, but it included this wiring kit to hook into the existing tail lights. But the problem with that is the existing tail lights, they take one less wire than these do, because they combine the brake and the turn signal into one wire. I didn't realize until now. I could have bought this little converter thing. It's a Roadmaster 732 will get you the part, is the part number. That will change this separate light thing in here to like the way that your car is. But then it also brought up the question, how does that affect the LEDs? I'll have this plug in here on the tow bar to the front of the pickup. I'm gonna wire the female end on this end, and then wire this onto the pickup. Okay guys, so like I've said 100 times through these videos, I'm not an expert on this. This is just what I've figured out for myself. I basically went to the truck shop and got the junction boxes that are for trucks. I was confused into thinking that they would all be a standard setup, which is not true. And this is just what I'm doing for me, and maybe it will help you. I made myself a cue card of how my plug-in is. So left turn's yellow, right turn is green. The brake, I'm using the blue wire. The ground wire is white. The brown wire is the marker lights, and I have an auxiliary wire in there that I don't have to use. And the center one could be hooked up if I needed backup lights. So this plug-in has more wires than I need, but it's just a standard plug-in for like diesel trucks and stuff. I like the way they work. So, but don't get confused if you do choose to do it this way. Be careful to make sure, because it's easy to get confused from this direction to that direction. So I actually use my plug-in and hold it up like this, and then put the wire part, which you want to be careful also, because you can put it in upside down. So this little notch on the top, that's what holds it in at the top with that screw right there. And then that's indexed, and that's why I've marked this index at the top. So that goes in like that, that plugs in like that. So when I pull this back, all these wires should correspond with what I just told you. And so you can see the black's the auxiliary, there's the green, there's the blue, there's the white down there, the yellow there, and the brown one there. And there's nothing hooked in the center because I don't need it. So I'm doing this the same everywhere that I put the plugs, and I save this cue card, and if I ever have any wiring things, then I've got this to tell me. And my junction boxes, which is up here, they're color coded that way. The only one that I didn't follow on was the auxiliary one. I used the black for the auxiliary. But there again, as long as you know what you did, keep track of it. But I know I needed this part here for sure. So now I'm done from the bus. So when we're not hooked up, this will all go in the little bag and be just kept on the back of the bus. So now the decision on the pickup is whether or not we run under the pickup to the lights on the back or up and over. Under's definitely more elegant, where we would just plug this into the bumper, and I've got a light bar in progress that we're just going to hook onto the back. So I'm actually not going to mess with the factory lights on the pickup at all. It's just going to be an auxiliary system added to it. Okay guys, I'm working on the light setup for the pickup that we're going to tow behind the bus. And I'm basically at this point, if everything goes right, we're going to run the wires under. Since I have the separate tail light and braking lights on the bus, I need one more wire. There is a way to avert that, but I chose to go this way. But basically, I got this 4 wires with the light kit that came with the tow bar, and I don't want to go buy wires when I got a brand new roll of wire, so I need one more wire. So I bought another wire, and I'm just going to heat shrink it onto these ones, so that when we go underneath to pull them underneath the pickup, it'll make it easier. These will all be connected together with this heat shrink. So I had to change exactly how this was going to mount, so it was an inch too long. It's a work in progress. Okay guys, check this out. We're getting ready for the final fit on this light bar here. So once we get it fitted up here, it'll just come in and out with the receiver. We're making progress, mostly Chris and Joe. Man, that's sexy as hell.
And if you leave it aluminum, you'll keep the tailgaters off of it. I'm a welder.
Perfect. That's awesome. The most important part of this welding operation is over there.
You can bring his wire right out of that.
That's one sex. Somebody's going to steal the pickup just to get my light bar.
No, they're going to pull your pin.
Now I got to put another.
You might put a locking pin on that.
I need a freaking locking pin for my light bar.
So when you take it back apart to do your wiring, when you do your pigtail and everything, then we'll weld them caps on.
Okay. Awesome. Dude, that's almost professional.
That's nice, huh? Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. I never ever thought of doing it like that, but that actually proves. It would bug me because I wouldn't want to take that out every time I open my tailgate, or my tailgate would have a nice crease here because I forgot that it was on there.
Now everybody knows if my tailgate's creased, what happened if I don't show them.
Okay, guys, under the pickup. Hey, Joe.
He loves it when I put him on video.
He's a real video ham.
We're trying to put this wire through in a convenient way to the back. Hey!
Hi! I'm gonna go for a walk, okay?
Alright, you sure you don't want to come and do this?
No, thank you. You guys look like you have it under control.
You think we should see how far it is to the back with what I've already pulled through?
Whatever you want. Yeah, we can. I can pull back there, too.
Yeah, because I think we got enough.
Okay.
Oh, we could just loosely get this fitted up here, and then I can come back and zip tie it to the wires and the different stuff, eh?
Yeah.
This is the best video shit ever right here. This is reality, people. This is real. Okay, this is definitely the alternative to draping this wire up over the hood. We're sticking it in the door, but we're definitely paying the toll for the convenience. Inconvenient now, but it'll be so nice not to have those wires on the top of the car and just be able to plug in at each end. You can see it up in there. We basically put it up under the ribs of the bed most of the way. Super awesome! Well, that's those things that you lay at night letting them keep you awake, and it just was, what that take us 30 minutes? I got enough extra to wire all inside of the light bar with. And then the plastic thing on the front bumper, I think I'll make it plug in right there. Also tie on right there with those holes, or up there on that one. That one's probably the better choice. So this is a good place to take a little sun break. So it happens over and over, YouTube. Every time there's something I get really worried about, just ask for a little bit of help. And you know, usually I get the help I asked for, and that seemed like it was going to be really nasty, and it wasn't that bad at all. So I'm super happy we'll get moving forward with this now. So there's the front bumper of the pickup. And, I'm going to put the plug in right here, because the light cord comes right down this arm of the tow bar. See, took the wrong path there. I'm going to have to push that back through and go up and over that in there. Okay guys, I'm past committed here. Okay, I cut my hole where I think it goes, and I think this is going to work out okay.
Okay guys, this is a great shot. I love it. Randy's in our pickup routing.
I'm just tying it up.
Tying it up. There's our bundle, and he just got a zip tied right there.
Yeah, so this worked out awesome because Joe routed it through the engine compartment here, and we basically went, pretty much followed the brake lines back, is how it worked out. And the brake lines had these cool little mounts to mount them that had a hole through the center that I could put a zip tie through, and then up here, luckily there's a nice hole up here that I could tie that to keep it out of the steering linkage, which is basically about where the brake lines go to. It is where the brake lines are rigid, so they can go right beside it. But
how sweet is that?
You know what's hard, YouTube? I need readers to see up close, and they get in the way when I want to see far. So I'm like, am I cutting a wire, or am I cutting a zip tie back here?
Ooh, I hope you're cutting a zip tie.
Me too. Because if it was the wire, the lights ain't gonna work.
And we've got it coming out the front of the pickup there.
I guess I'm not dirty at all yet, am I?
No, not at all.
Because, whatever. So,
It's been all over this floor, I can tell.
Well, back inside here, I'm going to put a loop.
Oh, of excess wire?
Of extra wire. So I'll make a little bundle of this, a loop of this bundle, and I'll zip tie it right here to the frame. Okay guys, so I got the little metal clippy things back on there. Hopefully this is just gonna... Beautiful! And then this fits in there like that. Perfect.
As long as you got that pretty little plate. Now it's
Cool. Thanks,
now you wire it.
Yep, thank you.
On your ground.
It runs in complete. It runs from the bus all the way through as wire, never to the frame. Just a matter of hooking up the wires, man.